Very good evening to you, Diecast friends. It's Sol coming at you with a long overdue video. So I want to do this as a catch up, give you a little heads up of what's been going on in Sol's world just lately, and do some Diecast, obviously, do some big thank yous. Obviously, a lot of you knew that I've been having eye operations for the last 6 years now, and that in the last 15 months things have really taken a sinister twist, and things like lasering and injections do not work for me anymore. So everything I have is very deep and invasive and very yucky and not nice at all. So I had an operation and got back to work for all of 20 minutes, and I had another major bleed, and so I had another eye operation, and I was getting over that, and I went back to work, and I went back to work for all of 2 weeks and suffered another hemorrhage. So this was a real big operation, and I'm pleased to say that in general I've recovered very, very well. And I'm not saying my eyes are perfect and nowhere near, but they're good enough to function to start doing again what I really, really love, and that is customs, of which you'll see some work shortly. I got over my eye operation. I got back to work for all of 6.5 shifts. For those of you who don't know and keep asking, I work 12-hour days and 12-hour nights, nothing less. I do 2 days, 12 hours, 2 nights, 12 hours. Then I get 4 off, but one of them is usually in bed recovering from nights. So I got back for 6.5 shifts, and I suffered a fall off a ladder and broke 3 ribs. I've had 3, 4, 5 weeks off, and I've just got back to work in the last 3 weeks, of which I needed to, because financially I could have been ruined, but for not being prudent. And us old farts know to be prudent with our money and put a little bit by for rainy days, and my golly, was I grateful for that, because it means that I've not had to, beg, steal or borrow, sell things that I love. And it's been great. And in that time, it's surprising that what I call my inner circle, if you like, they've made themselves that. People have come through real strong for me. Even if it's just messages of support, emails, WhatsApp messages, just boosting me up, ruffling my feathers up, saying, cheer up, Sol, it'll all turn right for you. We're damn sure it will. And I say, what I've been doing now for the last 3 weeks is just work, sleep, work, sleep. Every overtime shift that was going, I've taken it, and my life has been nothing but work, bed. Just grabbing some nutrition in between and hot baths and stuff like that. I went back a bit early and I've been sore, but we're getting there, I'm pleased to say. So now I'm financially recovering, and that means that I've actually started buying Diecast again, and people that received bits and pieces off me, gift boxes, if you like. Some people call them trade. That's resuming, and I've started putting together some bits and pieces. It's going to take a while, but I'm tentatively getting there, and I'm trying to make these things extra special so that maybe in the run up to Christmas I can also afford the postage as well. As things start to get better and I return to what I used to know as my normal life. So, I suppose people I really should shout out for various reasons. Rat Black's Diecast collection. Oh, what a gentleman. I didn't really know anything about Rat other than that he was a popular fella on the start of my odyssey, and down the months I've come to know the gentleman. He's given me a little bit of himself, if you like, his private life a little bit, and he's sent me a box that when I really needed something to lift me, he came through, and he will have my eternal thanks, and whatever I got he will receive back tenfold. Can't speak highly enough of the man. So I'll have a little sip of my non-alcoholic beverage to you, Rat Black. And God bless you and your missus. I'll be in touch real soon. David Johns, worst YouTube channel ever. We've ceased trading, obviously, while I was financially embarrassed, if you like. He knows my situation, and so he hasn't put any pressure on me. But he still kept getting bits and pieces for me, and that package, I understand, will be here shortly. So, David, as always, a diecast friend and a footballing friend, soccer, I guess. I raise my glass to you. Can't go any further without mentioning Johnny Roman. We email each other. He'll email me, I'll reply to him. He'll email, you know, it's just that it can be a day-by-day thing, it can be a week-by-week thing. But he's always there with moral guidance and boosts me up and makes me laugh with some of the things that go on with him and his wonderful family. And I'll come to that a bit later on. So, Johnny Roman, your custom, I shall show you in a minute of where we are. And be aware that a box is going together for you with some of your gifts for the Christmas countdown. I know about your schedule, that's understood. So, yeah, eternal thanks to you, Johnny. Mick67 texts and always asks how I am and boosts me up, as does young timer, old timer, dear old Dimmy, great friend, diecast dude, awesome, and Mike Dyson. Mike, I've been thinking about you. It was wonderful to know you came through them hurricanes, tornadoes, whatever you want to call them, and I'm glad you're safe. I'm really, really glad you're safe, and I hope things are returning to normal for you. Fireman Food cancelled, the original Fireman. Fireman Food cancelled, the original, whatever you want to call yourself now. Thank you for the humorous videos and serious videos you've sent. Wonderful, absolutely wonderful. And I've started getting bits and pieces for you again. And there was a request, or could I help you with? And the answer to that, my friend, is of course I can. Mild and tangy HP fruity. Now, if you don't know about Fireman, he's partial to a bit of Great British brown sauce. I take it with his breakfast, but we have them on bacon butties. For the rest of you, that's a bacon sandwich or a bacon bun or a bacon bap. Whatever you want to call them. But a bacon sandwich or a English breakfast is nothing without this on it. Now, Fireman, he liked the HP original, but I said, well, do you realise they do a fruity? And he said, no. What's it like? I said, it blows the other one away. Ooh, I'd like to try that. He's got a supply demand. He's got a supply crisis in the USA of HP sauce. So, Fireman, this is going in your box. And so you can try HP Fruity and you will exactly know where I'm coming from. I guarantee you, once you try this on your bacon butty, mate, you'll never want for another sauce. It's the bomb. And the Great British Institution. There's not many, but there's a few. So, diecast, what to do? Oh, before I do, Rat Black, you sent me some stickers for the Wall of Infamy. And I didn't know what the hell to do with a pair of hands or gloves. So, hopefully we can see that one's made the wall, and that's the one with the RB on, which I'm taking it means Rat Black. So, Rat, you'll always be in my mind's eye. Not that I need prompting. What did I do with the other glove, you ask? Well, I've given my old mate Diecast Dude a bit of an upgrade. Let me try and focus out there a bit. There we go. And if you're wondering, Rat Black, then our good friend Diecast Dude has had an upgrade. Hello, guys. Hello, friends. So, there you go. David, you've got a new baseball glat. That's what happens when you speak too quick. You've got a baseball glove, sir. And a big hello So there you go, old Diecast dude. He'll be co-presenting some shows with me as requested by Tune Tracks Racing, Chris and Jason. So Diecast dude will be returning as a co-host, and that keeps you in his mind's eye. So enough jibber jabbering, let's go through some diecast and some customs. So I'm going to start off with a custom, and I've said to Fireman that when I got collecting, he was not only a friend to me, but he was a mentor. I love the things he does, and in some ways I've copied a lot of what he does, and they always say impersonation is the best form of flattery, and the Fireman, as always, will be a dear friend to me. And this piece is taken straight from his book. So let's move this out of the way. I can get a clearer background. There we go. Fireman, this was inspired by you. And funny enough, all the parts came from you as well. This is work in progress. She's a roller. Let's get some zoom. As most of you know, or care enough to know, I absolutely adore Volkswagens, and especially the buses. And this is a mashup of a four-wheel monster truck, Volkswagen T1 camper van. It's a fine roller. It's took me some while to fit it out and clip it. As you can see, it's a long way short of finished. The main thing was getting the undercarriage to fit, and this is a mashup of, I do believe, an old Matchbox casting, possibly a green light, I can't remember. I'm not looking at the base. And then we got the four-wheel chassis of the fine make Jada toys, and that was robbed from the series known as Just Jeeps. But yeah, so this is one of my customs, totally inspired by Fireman. If you see his opening shots on his desk where he does his videos, you'll see one of these in the classic red and white. I don't know what I want to do to it other than it's going to be something challenging paint wise. So it might be my first Spectre Flame, Spectre Frost, but we've got it cut to dimensions, and now I need to do all the work. Everything's stained black on the bottom, so that's done. But everything on the top, including glass, that's all going to be custom. So this is a crazy vehicle inspired by dear old Fireman. I'm not taking credit for that idea. He invented that, and I just saw it and went, wow. So that's a custom piece I've been working on and doing all the choppy. The next piece of custom hasn't happened, but it will be happening soon. I got sent yet another fine Momo. I haven't got the black version of the Datsun, or didn't have, but I have now. And those of you know and watch my video, I've got an extensive collection of Momo now, which will never be in Plano cases. It's going to go in a IKEA detail lit display case, along with other treasures from Rat, David Johns, but predominantly Johnny Roman. So we all know the rules now. These wheels have got to go. I'm not saying they're not all right, but we know how much rewheeling I've done on virtually all my team Momos, and it takes them to another level. So that one's coming soon. So that's two. I'll do this bit at the minute. We'll put my helping hands in and take it up here. Oh, there we go. Diecast dude. Here's a 69 Dodge Charger. Some people might recognise this shade of orange. I think it needs at least another coat. It's had 3 coats. It's had some patchwork done. I bought a brand new casting off eBay, and would you believe it, when I removed the tampo work and put it in the paint stripper, there was a massive gaping hole in here that they covered with a tampo. It was very sloppy of metal, and one I didn't appreciate paying premium prices for to land it. But I've got a shortage of 69s. Oh, that sounded rude, didn't it? But anyway, some of you will recognise this colour instantly, and I got 2 sets of tampos from somebody I'm going to keep nameless because I don't want him overawed, but this is going to be the very hard and very rare find. This is a custom job for my friend David Diecast, and this is going to be the Dukes of Hazzard. Got all the original tampos to do a fine job, and it's took some while. It's not clear coated or anything yet, no point. But yeah, this is going to be the Dukes of Hazzard car. Had to get a 69. And David, it's work in progress, but it'll be finished off this week. Okay, we'll keep a custom for the end. What else we got? We know I've started. Oh, let's get this out. There we go. We know I've found the fetish in monster trucks. I hated them for the longest time, and I still do 9/10 of them. But when they're a realistic casting like this, then I collect them. I've got a beautiful VW bus as well done. Is it not the one that I've shown you? Bigger one. And I must have 5 or 6 monster trucks now, but they've all got to be based on realistic. I don't want a torpedo on wheels. I don't want a dinosaur on wheels. So this one's all fried up, which I like to play on words. It's a great pun. This will be opening it, and my monster truck collection will be going in that Detolf case as a separate entity. So there's that one, a bit of a monster truck. For those of you that like it, and I understand there's plenty of you. So, during my time in hiatus, obviously the money's been very hard to come by. So my dear lady Mrs. has treated me at times, and then when I've had a little bit of spare cash where I thought I can afford to splurge £5 this month, it's been like that, then I've been busy getting bits and pieces. And it's only when I looked in the drawer today I thought, my goodness, that looks like I've been really busy. But if you think that really since my last meaningful paycheck, it's been nearly 4 months, so you got about 4 months culmination here. So across the road for me is the Superstore Tesco's, and they sell these. Just let me pull out a little bit there. Sorry for the knocking. There we go. They sell these generic matchboxes, nothing to write home about, nothing special, but I do like them. And so I've got this fine 47 Chevy Ad 3100. National Parks Forestry Manager, so we can see that my eyes are working somewhat. Mr. Dyson, there's a bit of a close-up for you. On short cards, of course, European. Now, Tesco's do these, and we've actually got a new case in something absolutely that you've had in America for ages, and we've just got them, so I was excited about that. But these are just £1 whole, sometimes £1.25. But when Tesco get a new case in, they always launch it for £1 a car, and the 5-packs are usually as low as £5 as well. So it's never really more than £1 a car. I've got quite a lot of Matchbox fire engines, some of you may remember, and this is a new one on me, the Seagrave fire engine. Beautiful thing. I know there won't be everybody's cup of tea, but yeah, it's a lovely casting, and it keeps my collection of Matchbox fire engines and tenders going, which I quite like. I've got lots of them now. What next? Okay, this is a beauty. I know a lot of people don't like the Porsche Panamera, but when it's done as smart as this, look at that lustrous paintwork with sparkles in there. Look at the quality of them wheels. This is one I'm absolutely thrilled with. Check the detail out on the back. Plenty of it, including license plate and the Porsche badge across the back there. Front, the good news continues with fine tempoed lights and low lights, marker lights. Nice sunroof there, black interior. But that is well, I think it's done the car justice. I think the last Mattel one for Hot Wheels was the metallic blue with metallic blue wheels, and I like that one as well. But other than that, before then, yeah, all right, nothing special. But I think they've upped the game. This I didn't even know was out. Look at that, 1969 BMW 2002. Look at that. That's so boxy that could almost be a ladder. But there we go. We've got the BMW badge on, that very famous nose cone from years past. Nice headlights with features in there. Nice cream interior. Look at that detail on the back there. Well, you can if I get it in focus. There we go. How about that for a bit of detail? Hey, £1 a casting. What do you want? What do you want? Goodness me. Right. I'll have to start layering up a bit now. So, liking this one a lot. The Chowmobile. I've got a few paddy wagons from Hot Wheels, but this is the first one I've ever got from Matchbox, and what a grand job they've done. Look at all them things on the shelves. This one's called the Lobster Cage. Lobster and crab cakes, and I guess you can see all the food laid out in there. Nothing to write home on the back, and I guess not the front now, very plasticky. You can see inside a louvered glass roof there. But that, I love all them suggestions of shelves, and I love the wheels. And that works for me. That really works for me on so many levels. Got a nice Hummer H2 SUV concept. I don't know what's concepty about it. It just looks like an Hummer to me. Long wheelbase one, granted you. Quite like Hummers, but there's some terrible ones out there with some terrible graphics on. So I'm very choosy. Again, for £1. For £1. Oh, that was Diecast Dude, if you heard in the background there. He's just done a stage dive. He's so European. So yeah, that's the Hummer. I'm not against that one. I haven't bought any Matchbox for the longest time now. £8 a casting, what can you say? Got a very, 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 look at that artwork. Beautiful Mercedes AMG GT 63S. Wow. I love a Mercedes. I drive a Mercedes. I'm lucky. But what beautiful specifications, and look at that detail. The grill's been picked out in tampo work, that famous 3-star or 3-prong star. Nice tampoed lights on there with a suggestion of both spots and driver's lights. Low level fog lights. Great detail on the back. Make badge, the model and make, and them lights within lights. Superb casting for £1. What do you want for £1? I'm going to have to tip him back a bit. There we go. Saw this crazy thing. Love the cream splat on it. I was thinking of Fordman when I bought this one. He's emailed me a couple of times as well, and I thank him from the bottom of my heart for that. Having a general chit chat, chew the fat, and boistering me up. 33 Ford Coupe. Beautiful casting. I like the way it's distressed as well, and you think, oh, I wonder if that's a tampo error. Now, if you look on the card art, it's the same there. So I think they've done a great job of that, and I like my 32 Fords and 33 Fords and all them sort of rod type things. Boom. We know my love for Volkswagen, and here's the classic Golf Mark 1. Beautiful, beautiful livery on it. I do remember something bombing around the streets of the UK like that. There we go, proper lights and badge on the front. Nothing on the back. I don't know why they do that. If you're going to go to the trouble of specking them out, then do it all the way around. But there we go. Not keen on this when I first saw it, but it's such a fun open back truck. A Subaru. This is the 2014 Sandbar. Little tipper bodies on them. Very simplistic, but what I like about them, look, details on the front, Subaru badge, and a tow point there at the bottom. Nice lights, black cab, and we've got some detail on the back there as well. I think this is a great little fun casting, and I say I didn't like it, but then when I saw it in the flesh, I fell in love with it. I thought, who could hate on that? And then my last Matchbox, and the one I love the most, because there's a classy old bird, has got to be the 41 Cadillac Series 62 convertible coupe. Would you look at the class on that? Both in the paintwork, the choice of wheels, the choice of the colour of the interior, the fine chrome details on the back. The casting lines are perfect, and we've got some heavy detail on the front there. There we go. But that is a classy car, and I would suggest there won't be many people that argued with me on that. That is a curvaceous lady and a total beauty. That's a Marilyn Monroe amongst car wheels. That a Jane Mansfield. Fantastic. Sorry for those who was expecting me to say Britney Spears. It's not going to happen. So I have got all this to get through, which is Hot Wheels. On the back row, I've got some flea market finds which have been earmarked for certain people who already know what they're getting. So I will do a separate show on me Mattel Hot Wheel finds. However, I will, oops, there goes my leg on my camera. I will say that I have got this, I've got one of these myself, but I've got this for a custom for a friend of mine. So that'll be work in progress. And I've also got this. I've got it myself. I've got it in a few colours, but I've got this for a customised job to do. I have a certain friend of mine who actually owns a Audi very much like this. I'm not giving much away, but I'm sure the person will soon work out who that is. So let's turn some of these around. Johnny Roman, I've got to say, very special friend to me. More than a friend. Very dear person and his wonderful family. And he had a husky toy, of which are notoriously bad at drilling out the pillars, and I found out why. The smallest you can go down to is an M2 screw, and you need a 2mm drill bit, of which I've got lots. But the husky post is about 1mm, so it is a mare. So I saw this poor thing, smashed in windows, sunroof, a lime green with red sliding doors, and it just shouted out to me, please save me. So I said to Johnny, will you send me it across? It needs some TLC and I can restore the glass for you, and let's make it new. And then it arrived and I thought, great, now what? And so this is the work as we've got so far. It's a fully working roller, and a very good roller at that as well. I've done some work on the pins and the wheels, and what you're looking at here, I'll just zoom in a little bit. There we go. You should be able to see that that's not all cream. That is just a cream panel that's being picked out for something very special. But the rest is Tamiya fine grey undercoat. Let's take it off the base if I can. One-handed is not a good thing. Oh dear mate. Let me put my camera down. The leg's just retracted itself in, eh? Oh, the wonders of live TV. Wow, that is in fine. There we go. So, there we go, focus. It was an absolute mess, and I had it done, and when I pulled the masking tape off this panel, all the paint peeled, so it had to go straight back in the stripper, which was an absolute shame. But I've caught up. I know what I did wrong, and I've learnt by it. And so this is going to be a complementary colour, two colour scheme. All that panel is going to be cream. The rest, the roof is going to be a certain colour, and the rest of it is going to be a certain colour. But there's something very special going on here. And while I'm talking about the very special thing that's going on there, I have to say thanks to Mr. X, a gentleman who wants to remain nameless. But all I can say is, sir, I am forever in your debt. He has helped me with this project for my special friend, Mr. Oman. He knows the good Johnny does. There we go. We've even got like a pewter-like figure in there. I've greyed the wheels up and blacked them up. Here's a better side of it. Even the tyres are metal. This is all, the whole thing is metal, and it just cried for some love. So by golly, is it getting it? It's getting the best I can do. And so there we go. I'm going to leave it here for now. But again, while I was talking about the help with his side panel, the gentleman in question knows who he is. He is such a kind-hearted man. You all know him, but he wants to remain anonymous. And so I'm going to respect his wishes, but just to say, this will never be forgotten. And if you need anything, you ask me and I will try my hardest to sort it out for you. So we'll get round to some more honourable mentions in part 2 of this catch-up video. And I hope you're all keeping well. I'm starting to wade through some videos and catch up. Some of you have already had messages. Others will be getting them shortly. So at 32.5 minutes, I'd just to say thank you for your attention. Please like, share and subscribe if you wish. And I'll be speaking to you soon. So everybody, please take care and bye-bye for now.